yourself, for God's sake, Kenn, who do you think you are? Wake up to yourself.
There is a saying in Buddhist teachings that says everything outside of us is a reflection of what's inside of us. Could you elaborate on that?
"40 years ago, when I had some very profound realizations, I was in a state for quite a few weeks. It was very the clarity with how I saw things was mind-blowing. And I guess I think of that now when you say the Buddhist teachings that the outside is, how did you put it, a reflection of the inside.
Yeah.
And when I looked into the world and experiencing all the different positions, situations, lives that different ones are experiencing, and how they all somehow worked and functioned together, was just amazing. How and how perfectly it operates without any interference, without any governance, without any rules or laws. Just each to his own, as my dad used to say. Judge not. Hey. Each to his own, judge not, lest you wish to be judged. So as we feel within ourselves, so will it be for us, the way people will treat us. If we have deep held beliefs about anything, like whatever it is that we're not acceptable, then we'll experience non-acceptance in the world. If we have experience of just seeing the love of life and God, or whatever you wish to determine it to be, and see that and look for that in other people, then your life will be blessed. And it will reflect and mirror back to us.
Yeah, like expect the world to be kind and loving instead of expecting the world to be.
Well, even the word expect, have no expectations. Because the world is going to reflect back to you what you already are. So you don't have to expect it to be, or kind of try to make it be a certain way. If we want the world to be a certain way,
Be that.
Go inside and do some renovations. Go inside and have a real look, like we were talking about before on the other talk. Be honest. Find out who you are, what you really need in the world, in your life, and what it is you wish to do in this world. Otherwise, life will give you confusion. If you're confused, you will get confusion. So come back to the Buddhists say that the world will reflect back to you who you are. Importantly so, that's the point of being here, so we get to see who we are and who we're not. And if things happen, it's not me, that's not right. Why? No, it's not you, so why are you getting upset about it? What's disturbing in it for you? Because we're carrying some grief that's happened in our life. This happened to me when I was younger, and from now on I'm never going to put up with it anymore. And we tend to then, okay, I'm not going to let this happen to me anymore. How am I going to do that? I'm going to make sure that I do this and I do this and I'm acting this way, and we create this whole operating system. our persona. And what's it do?
It's funny that sometimes, even though we avoid it, it still happens.
We're creating it because that's what we got inside of us. That's what we're looking to avoid.
So
And because we're looking to avoid it,
we're focusing on
we're using all our energy on.
it.
We need to bring it because we're needing to defeat it.
Yeah.
If you're scared of dragons, you'll get dragons. Dragons will come. Why? Because you built up the energy to deal with dragons. So dragons go, oh, I'm wanted here. Someone wants to fight me. Right? So the dragon will come as an analogy.
Life meeting itself.
Yes. So to come back to what I was saying when my mind was blowing and I was looking at the world and saw how there's so many different people, like people are drawn to certain suburbs, certain places, because why? Because they have a resonance with that area. So the people who deal with other people, there are no accidents, as they say. Something comes to complete, to resolve some unresolved experience in our life. And people say that was horrendous that happened to that person. Well, why did that happen? Why did that happen? What was going on? You know, some people say, oh, it's a past life thing. Maybe it was. Do I believe it? I don't know. I've got my experiences, but I don't know for sure. I only have experiences, but it's like I'm not saying yes to anything, as we were speaking in the other talk. To be and live something, but don't believe it to be true. It's like be a lie, believe, starts with B-E, then L-I-E. It's like be the lie, believe, be the lie. It's like you don't know it to be true. There's no assurity or confidence in just believing something. It's okay, you know, if you've got good friends and people tell you, look, trust me, you can believe this is going to be good. There are exceptions where you go, okay, well, you've got good friends and you believe in them, right? You don't know whether this particular path is safe, but if someone tells you, it's like, well, I don't know it's going to be safe. I believe it's going to be safe. Why? Because I know this person and I know their judgment. Yeah. So when you base it in a knowing, you can believe something because of some other knowing, but then once you've walked it, then you go, okay, I don't believe it anymore. I know it to be true. So it's like life. We need to investigate and go down pathways. But to be blindly saying, oh, yeah, I believe in this, you know. And when I look at them and listen to them, it's like you don't seem very certain about it. No, I believe it, you know.
Yeah.
So just to finish on that, that reflection, is life a reflection? Yeah, it's amazing. Like with what I saw this time, I thought, wow, nothing is wrong. Everything works out in the end. And if it hasn't worked out for you yet, it's not the end. There's more to come. I've seen that over 70 years of life, and I look at things and people in stages in their life, and I go, you have to have this to be able to have this. You need to go down through the valley before you can go up to get to the other side. And it's muddy down there, and it's really sloppy, and you get covered in mud. But you will get up to the other side if you keep going in that direction. But you got to go through the mud and the slosh and the shit to get there. Yeah?
So we don't always see what's coming.
We don't. So that's where trust comes in. We learn to trust your intuition. If your intuition's telling you to go through there, even though you're going through it, so I'm going to trust, I'll keep going. The only way to learn to trust your intuition is by trusting it. And keep going and not believing somebody else.
Yeah.
Because if you believe someone else, when are you going to start trusting in yourself and venturing out on your own? You will have to do it eventually, because we all want to hang around the fireplace where everyone's sitting and we're all comfortable around with people, and we gather together and hold hands and go, it's okay, I'm safe. But they're not always going to be there. People move on and people change, and life changes, fortunately. And so building that belief in ourselves, and know that whatever's, to come back to your question, whatever's happening out there, we've brought it along to give us some realization about something that we're not looking at. We got good things in our life. We get blessed. Doesn't mean to say there's still not going to be things that come in and go, what was that all about? I would suggest it's more about a reaction to what happens and not what's happening.
Yeah.
No?
You think if we have different reactions to what's happening, the result of what's happening would be different?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yep. As we alter our reaction to things, yep. As we alter the way we react to experiences that we get put in front of us, definitely. But these are all things. This is not rocket science. It's common sense. Everybody knows this. I'm not telling you anything you don't already know. But it's good. I was just saying. I can't tell anybody something I can't tell you anything you don't already know, otherwise you wouldn't know what I was talking about. So I'm sharing my experience and my life as an example so you can see how that resonates inside of you, because you're human. People are human. They've got a human body. If I'm talking about an experience, we have that a capacity as humans to empathise, not even empathise, just to, it's like if we pull a face and go, I don't have to tell you what it is that I'm feeling. You can see it because you mimic somebody. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's doing that. It's like, well, that's weird. But we can embody the experience of somebody else. So what I'm saying here and what I'm telling, I feel a little bit like a lot of this is common sense. But when we get caught down in the mud, it's good to be able, and if you're stuck in mud, it's good to be able to listen to somebody. I found in my life to listen to somebody talk sense about it. Sense meaning our sense of what's happening, not what we're thinking is happening. Because when we get in our head, we lose connection with our sense of being, and then all hell can break loose because we've lost our sense of self. We've just become a concept in our mind, and we try to think our way through life instead of living our way, feeling our way through life. If you don't feel, you're not real. And if the feeling gets really ugly, we don't want to feel anymore, and we let our mind take over, and then we start using our mind to get through the mud, and then we get up to the nice pot up on the top of the hill, and we're looking over the ocean, which is just down there. But we're still in our head, we're not experiencing it anymore because we're still in our head from fighting our way through the mud.
Yeah, so when we...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, so when we forget...
Forget ourselves.
Yeah, we forget ourselves and we forget to experience life. It becomes a mental fight.
Lose the plot, as the saying goes. Lose the plot. Forget, what was I doing again?
Yeah.
I love this saying. My mother used to say it when I was a kid all the time, and I've only ever really appreciated it in latter years. She said, for God's sake, Ken, who do you think you are? Wake up to yourself. Come to your senses. Like, wow.
And she used to help you with that? Come to your senses?
No, it didn't help much at the time. I just took it as criticism. Yeah. But that's the reason I share it. How wise was it? You know, my mum was born in 1925, 26, and they had a lot of great sayings, but at the time, but how amazing. Who do you think you are? Wake up to yourself and come to your senses. Come to your sense of who you are, not who you're thinking you are, because we've gone up into head office. And we're thinking our way through life and no longer feeling, and there's no joy in that. And we get an attitude, and we get arrogant, we can get all sorts of things. We get painful to be around because whatever's going on in our head.
What you've just said is amazingly similar to what Kennsho teaches, the real Tantra says when we do not live from our head, but we feel our senses, we're in our body. That's when we're living, and that's when the joy of life comes.
Well, that's when it can come, but it's important to say that before the joy comes. Hello. Yeah, before the joy comes, a lot of pain, a lot of unresolved, unfelt, things that have been sitting there waiting to be resolved in life come up, and that's why we avoid it, and that's why we stay in our head.
Okay, so I guess we're finishing the question today. And if anyone has any questions, please leave a comment below. And see you next time.